Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s or 80s still walk with strength, lift their own bags, and live independently, while others at the same age struggle to climb a single step? The difference often comes down to one word: muscle. Not just muscle for appearance, but muscle for survival. Sarcopenia, the silent loss of muscle that begins after 40, is one of the biggest reasons people lose mobility and independence. But what if I told you that something as simple as cheese could help fight this decline, even at the age of 80? Cheese is more than just food for your taste buds. It's dense, powerful nutrition in a small package. Unlike empty calories from bread, sugar, or processed snacks, cheese delivers high-quality protein, especially leucine, the amino acid that directly triggers muscle growth. This is the same amino acid that athletes depend on, and yet it's just as essential, if not more, for older adults. When your muscles receive leucine, it signals your body to maintain and even build new tissue, protecting you from weakness, frailty, and falls. Think about it. Our culture spends billions on pills, powders, and treatments for aging, while ignoring simple natural foods that nature has already provided. Cheese, in moderation, contains not only protein, but also essential fats and fat-soluble vitamins that support hormones and bone strength. It is not about stuffing yourself with calories. It's about feeding your body the right fuel to keep your engine running strong. Now, you might be asking, but at 80, is it really possible to build muscle? The answer is yes. Science has shown that the human body can respond to good nutrition and resistance exercise even at advanced ages. Muscle is not reserved for the young. As one author put it in Younger Next Year, aging is not just about decay, it's about choice. Every bite, every step, every habit either adds to your vitality or takes it away. Here's the truth. Losing muscle isn't a normal part of aging. It's a consequence of neglect. Every time you give your body the right nutrients, you're making a deposit into your strength bank. And cheese, especially aged varieties rich in protein and healthy fats, can be one of those deposits. Combine that with simple strength exercises, even bodyweight squats or resistance bands, and you have a powerful formula to not only slow aging, but to reclaim power over your life. So the next time you think muscle building is only for the young, remember this: strength is for survival, not vanity. Your independence depends on it. And something as humble as cheese could be one of your allies in this journey. Don't let age dictate your future. Fuel your body, challenge your muscles, and live with the kind of strength that makes 80 feel like the new 50. Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s or 80s still walk with energy, lift their own groceries, and live on their own, while others at the same age find it difficult to get out of a chair without help? The silent culprit behind this is something most people don't even think about: sarcopenia. It's the gradual loss of muscle that begins around the age of 40, and it doesn't make a loud announcement. It creeps in slowly, year after year, until one day you realize your strength isn't what it used to be. You notice you can't lift what you once did, you tire faster, and even simple daily tasks start to feel heavier. Here's the shocking part. Sarcopenia isn't just about looking weaker, it's about survival. Muscle is not cosmetic, it's functional. It's the armor that protects your bones, the engine that burns your fuel, the storage place for vital amino acids that your body needs when you get sick or injured. Without strong muscles, recovery slows, energy drops, and independence fades. The World Health Organization has linked muscle loss with falls, broken hips, hospital stays, and even shortened lifespan. It's one of the most overlooked health challenges of aging, and yet it's happening to nearly everyone, unless they take action. Most people accept it as normal aging. They say, well, that's just what happens when you get older. But that belief is not true. It's not aging, it's neglect. The human body is designed to maintain muscle if it's given the right signals. Think of muscle as a use it or lose it tissue. If you stop sending the body a message to keep it, your body assumes it isn't needed anymore, and it begins to strip it away. This is why older adults who stop being active lose muscle rapidly. The body listens to your habits. Now imagine this: you're 80 years old, and instead of being weak and frail, you're strong enough to walk, climb stairs, even carry your own bag. That strength doesn't just appear, It's built on choices made today. Choices to move, to eat real nutrients, to feed your body with what it actually needs. Sarcopenia may be a hidden danger, but it is not a destiny. Cheese is one of those foods that most people either underestimate or misunderstand. Many see it as just a snack, something to put on bread or sprinkle on pasta, but in reality, cheese is one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat, especially as you age. When you think about fighting sarcopenia, you need to think about two things: high-quality protein and bioavailable nutrients. Cheese gives you both. Unlike processed foods that fill you up but leave your body starving for nutrients, cheese is compact nutrition, small in volume but powerful in what it delivers. What makes cheese especially valuable for muscle preservation is the type of protein it contains. Proteins are not all the same. Some are weak in the very amino acids your muscles need to grow. Cheese, however, is rich in leucine, which is the key amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis, the process of repairing and building muscle fibers. Without leucine, your body can eat plenty of calories and still fail to protect muscle. With leucine, even in your 80s, your muscles can respond and strengthen. Cheese also provides healthy fats, which many older adults are afraid of but actually need. These fats help regulate hormones that directly influence muscle and bone health. They also slow digestion, keeping your energy steady rather than causing the crashes that come from sugary foods. And then there's calcium, vitamin K2, and phosphorus, nutrients in cheese that work together to strengthen not just your muscles, but also your bones. Muscle and bone are partners in health. Without one, the other suffers. Cheese supports both at the same time. Think of it this way. When you eat cheese, you're not just satisfying hunger, you're giving your body the building blocks it desperately needs to stay strong. Compare that to a slice of bread or a bowl of cereal. Those foods may fill your stomach, but they don't tell your muscles to grow, they don't protect your bones, and they don't prepare your body for aging. Cheese does. And that's why it's so much more than a comfort food. It's a survival food, especially when the goal is to stay independent and powerful, even at 80. Most people believe that once you reach a certain age, building muscle is no longer possible. They think strength belongs to the young, that by the time you're 70 or 80, the window has closed. But that belief is not supported by science or by what we now understand about protein quality, specifically leucine. Leucine is one of the essential amino acids, meaning your body cannot make it on its own. It must come from your food. And among all the amino acids, leucine plays a special role. It is the trigger that tells your body to start muscle protein synthesis, the very process of building or preserving muscle tissue. Without enough leucine, your body simply doesn't get the signal to grow. Now here's the powerful part. Studies show that older adults require a higher dose of leucine compared to younger people to stimulate the same response. Think of it like a light switch. In youth, the switch is sensitive. It doesn't take much to turn it on. But as you age, the switch becomes stiffer. It still works, but you need a stronger push. That stronger push comes from eating foods rich in leucine, like cheese. This means even at 80 years old, your muscles are capable of responding if you give them the right input. What this tells us is that muscle decline is not inevitable, it is conditional. If you fail to consume enough high-quality protein, your body will shrink. But if you supply it with leucine-rich foods, along with some form of resistance exercise, your muscles will adapt, grow stronger, and protect you against the frailty that so many people accept as normal aging. It's not just about lifting weights, it's about fueling your body with the right building blocks. Imagine trying to build a house with sand instead of bricks. That's what happens when you eat empty calories. But when you give your body leucine, it's like handing it solid bricks. The house, your muscle, can stand strong even at 80. And that strength is not just about looking better, it's about living better. It's about getting out of bed with ease, carrying your groceries, climbing stairs, and recovering faster if you get sick. The human body has an incredible ability to adapt no matter the age. The question is, are you giving it the signal to grow or the permission to decay? Longevity is not just about how many years you live. It's about how many of those years you live with strength, energy, and independence. Muscle is one of the most important predictors of that. In fact, researchers have found that grip strength alone, the simple ability to squeeze with your hand, can be a stronger indicator of future health and lifespan than even blood pressure. Why? Because muscle represents resilience. It shows how well your body can withstand stress, fight illness, and recover from setbacks. Think about this. When you're young, a fall might leave you with a bruise. But as you age, if your muscles are weak, that same fall could break a hip. And for many people, that one event begins a rapid decline they never fully recover from. Muscle acts as your shield. It absorbs impact, supports your joints, and keeps your balance steady. Without it, every step becomes a risk. With it, every step becomes confidence. Muscle is also a metabolic organ. It's not just sitting there. It's active tissue that burns energy, regulates blood sugar, and communicates with your brain and hormones. When you maintain muscle, you're not only protecting your strength, you're also lowering your risk of diabetes, heart disease, and cognitive decline. Your muscles literally send signals to the rest of your body that keep you alive longer and healthier. And here's something most people don't realize. Muscle loss accelerates aging. The weaker you get, the less active you become, and the less active you are, the faster the aging process takes hold. It's a vicious cycle, but it can also be reversed. By preserving and building muscle, even in your later years, you slow that cycle down. You add quality to your years, not just quantity. Imagine yourself at 80, still able to walk into a room upright, strong, and confident. That picture isn't reserved for a lucky few. It's reserved for those who value muscle as the foundation of longevity. Every push-up, every step, every bite of real nutrient-rich food is a choice to extend not only your lifespan, but your health span. The truth is simple. Muscle is life insurance you can build yourself. Most people believe that eating more food automatically means more strength, more energy, or more health. But the truth is, not all calories are created equal. You can eat a full plate of bread, pasta, or sugary snacks and still be starving on a cellular level. Why? Because your body doesn't crave calories, it craves nutrients. Calories are just fuel, like gasoline for a car. But without the right parts, the right oil, and the right maintenance, the engine still breaks down, no matter how much fuel you pour in. This is where so many people get it wrong. They confuse being full with being nourished. A person can be overweight, yet malnourished at the same time. That's why we see people who eat thousands of calories a day, but still lose muscle, feel tired, and age faster than they should. The body isn't counting calories, it's scanning for the amino acids, vitamins, and minerals it needs to repair tissue, build muscle, and keep the brain sharp. Without those, your body begins to pull resources from itself. It breaks down muscle to find amino acids. It strips minerals from your bones. It sacrifices long-term health for short-term survival. Cheese, on the other hand, is an example of nutrient-dense food. A small serving provides protein, healthy fats, and fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, and K2, along with minerals like calcium and phosphorus. These are the raw materials your body needs to preserve both muscle and bone. Contrast that with a slice of cake or a bowl of cereal. Both may give you energy for a short time, but neither gives your body what it truly needs to stay strong. Over time, eating empty calories is like putting sugar water into your gas tank. The car may run for a little while, but eventually it breaks down. The key is to shift from asking, how many calories does this food have, to asking, what nutrients does this food give me? That single change in perspective can transform the way you eat, the way you age, and the way you feel. It's not about eating more, it's about eating smarter. Every nutrient-dense bite is a signal to your body: grow, repair, and stay strong. Every empty calorie bite is a signal: weaken, shrink, and break down. The thought of rebuilding or protecting muscle might sound overwhelming, especially if you're already past middle age. But the truth is, you don't need drastic changes, expensive supplements, or hours in the gym to make a difference. What matters most is consistency, small, steady actions that add up over time. Muscle doesn't respond to occasional effort. It responds to repeated signals. Every time you choose nutrient-rich food over empty calories, every time you perform a simple strength exercise, you're giving your body the message: stay strong, stay alive, stay capable. Think about climbing a staircase. You don't leap to the top in one jump. You take one step at a time, and before you know it, you're there. Building and preserving muscle works the same way. A short daily walk, a few squats holding onto a chair, a handful of cheese, or another nutrient-dense food. All of these may feel small, but they are powerful steps toward a stronger future. The body rewards consistency far more than intensity. And here's the encouraging part. It's never too late to start. Even if you're 60, 70, or 80, your muscles can still adapt. Science shows that older adults who begin resistance training and consume the right nutrients can rebuild muscle, improve balance, and even reverse years of weakness. Age is not a barrier. It's a reminder that every day matters. So the choice is yours. You can let time strip away your strength, or you can fight back with simple daily actions. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, still able to walk with confidence, still able to carry your own bags, still independent and full of energy. That future is built by what you do today. Every step, every bite, every choice is an investment.